In another incredible week of learning. 5 minutes of tefillah a day. I believe this is the 100th shiur. Baruch Hashem, absolutely incredible what could be done in 5 minutes a day, multiply day after day. We're in the middle of the type of tefillah called Itur, Vayetar Yitzchak. The fundamental idea that really we are plagued with this idea. We daven all day, every day. We're in the middle of a war right now. We say Tehillim, we say Tehillim. We're davening, and there's always that point that one wonders, for what? What am I doing? And we already spoke about the fact that it's not like when you ask your friend for something, that if he says no and you push him, you're just pushing him more to not give. The opposite. The act of asking, the act of tefillah, is the act of connecting to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, the more that one davens, the closer he's getting to Hashem, and the more he's in reality fulfilling the Ratzon Hashem, which we should think about that for a split moment, because sometimes we say, okay, it's good to daven a lot, but like, maybe Hashem just doesn't want me to have and I'll give in. No. The more we daven, the more we're doing Ratzon Hashem. Every kapitel Tehillim is more Ratzon Hashem, is more getting us closer to Hashem. And Rosh Hashanah Pinkus continues over here in Ois Beis, and he says, the etzem maisa habakasha. Powerful line. The act of asking is the tachlis. That's the end result. The end result is not if one gets the parnas, if one has the child, if one gets the health, if one finds what he needs. No, the act of asking, the etzem maisav ba'akasha, is the tachlis. Hamavukeshes even more than if you actually receive the end result. And the reason is because that creates the kirva, the closeness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And with this, you remind yourself of the mashal we ended off last week, that if someone goes to a doctor and the doctor heals him, but the doctor's a nice guy, and they become friends. So aside from being healed, he also got a good friend. But now we take this one step deeper. When it comes to the person that was sick, which was primary and which is secondary? Primary, he's healed. Baruch Hashem, the doctor cured the cancer. The doctor did a successful surgery. Secondly, okay, he has a friend. Absolutely beautiful. But says the Shimshon Pincus, when it comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's the opposite. Which is more? Getting the intended result is secondary. Primary, first and foremost, is the kirva, is the friendship, is that one got closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he quotes from the Kadmonim that Shaul HaMelech went to look for his asanais, for his mule, umatza melucha, and he found kingship. Explains the Shimshon Pincus. One goes to look for parnasa, one goes to want to have a child, one wants to have good health. So they're davening for that. They're going to look for asanais. They're going to look for their animal. And what do they get? Umatza melucha. They get kingship. That what? They get the kirvas alakim. They get something so much more. So within the act of asking, what happens is it's not about getting the intended result, but rather it's the fact that one gets the closeness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he concludes this section by telling us that the noig shaba'olam is that when one asks something from his friend, or an ani asks from an ashir, what's the tachlis? To get what you need. So the matara has so fit. The end result is, will I get what I need? The poor man gets from the wealthy man or not? And that's where it ends. Maybe, like we said, you'll have that sidebar friendship that might come along. Because the Ratzon Amiti, the true desire of the ani, is not to connect to this guy. Is purely to get the money, purely to get the good health, etc. Whereas, of course, when it comes to Kadosh Baruch Hu, it's not that way at all. That when one is asking for life, when one is asking for wealth, for parnasa, for children, the etzem chesed is that we're able to ask. They were able to come close. that we're able to create that kirva. And therefore, the more we ask, the closer we get. And with a little bit of thought, we can reorient ourselves and start to realize we're davening and we're davening and we're davening. Hopefully, we'll get the end result, but relish an opportunity to get that closeness as each tefillah bring one's a drop closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu.